forecast said the warmer sunny days were coming to an end, so I started to prepare the bed for my new planting plan. I have collected a few plants for the new plan, a couple of corners, the witch hazel and a hydrangea. I'm going to try and save this hollyhock. Today, for the second time this year, I am clearing the bed. This time I have a plan to work to. These everlasting sweet peas need to come up. I have the witch hazel to put in here, and the sweet pea doesn't fit in with the white colour scheme. Sad to put it down before it's dried out, but I need to get the ground prepared so I can plant spring bulbs before it's too late. I just cut through all of the stems of the sweet pea and then carefully pulled it away, trying not to damage that hollyhock that I want to save. It looks to be in one piece still. Quite a lot of wood there from previous year's growth. I don't know what it will do next year, but we'll find out. I've had this sweet pea for a few years now. I had planted it in a pot before I had a garden, and I hadn't realised that it was a variety that would come back every year. When I got the garden, I took the plant out of the pot and found that it had formed 3 big, long roots. I planted them in the bed here. That was a few years ago, so it will be interesting to see what the root looks like now. I haven't done any maintenance on the flower bed this year at all. There are a few weeds that have grown up here and some foxgloves. So this is the base of the sweet pea. All that there has to come up. I wonder how deep I will have to dig to find the bottom of the root. While I think about what's going to happen there, I'm going to dig up my hollyhocks and other plants and see what can be saved. First of all, the white hollyhock. That's come up easy enough, thankfully. Looks like quite a big root on there. Let's get rid of this weed. This foxglove is growing quite close to the edge and it's going to be difficult to dig up. Maybe the root goes under the brick there. I didn't cement down these bricks, so they shouldn't be too difficult to lift up. I thought I would freshen the soil on the hollyhock, so I soaked it in the water for a few minutes, and then afterwards the soil just fell off easily. I thought I would cut off the top. I wasn't sure how far down to cut it, so I've not cut it too far down. We'll just have to see what happens. And then I filled it with soil from the garden, not new compost. And I potted up the foxgloves as well. I just loosely filled them with soil, so I put them in the bucket to give them a bit of a soak in and then pressed down the soil and topped it up again. Now to tackle the sweet pea. I've already dug quite a lot up here and it took a while, so now I'm just at the point where I've pulled out that first big root. It's a shame to get rid of it, but I need to make room for the witch hazel. This one was more awkward to dig up because it was so close to the edge. I had to tackle it from all angles. Eventually, I got it out. And that's the 2 roots there that I've dug out. Hopefully I've got it all out and it won't come back next year. Sad to see the end of it, but must move on with the new design. I placed the plants that I've collected so far for the new design onto the bed to see if I could get an idea of how they might fit in space-wise. When the new fence was installed, a lot of stones got mixed up into the soil, and now I'm going to have to separate them all out. It's going to be a long, slow job.